What's up, everyone, and how are you doing? I hope you're good wherever you are watching this movies podcast. You're all welcome to Movies Insight with Obi. And in this movie's content, I will talk about the movie called Shelter. I'll give you the total recap on this movie, then I'll give you the lessons and also the rating on this movie's content. So as you're watching, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop in the comment section anything you want to get to me, and I'll be pleased to get back to you. So guys, let me take you through this right now. Let's go. In this movie, a top CIA agent of the MI6 had been taking shelter for 10 years in an abandoned lighthouse close by to a seashore, and his only companion was his dog named Jack. 10 years ago, before this, Michael Melson was the number one weapon of the agency, under the command of Steve Manafort. Melson was so ruthless until he was ordered to eliminate an innocent ambassador. That was when he grew his conscience, and later he decided to protect this ambassador from the agency. Due to this cause, the agency tried to eliminate Melson, but they never succeeded. Rather, Melson faked his death and fooled everyone to believe he was killed in action. Then, through the help of his old friend from the agency named Otto, Melson's identity was changed to another individual from the Middle East. Since then, Melson has been living on a remote lighthouse of the Scottish island close to the seashore, and he got his supplies over the years, such as food, drinks, etc., from one of his trusted colleagues at the CIA who later chose to retire as well. Thus, this movie began with a little girl named Jessie and her uncle, who happens to be the trusted colleague of Melson. They both supplied him with food and drinks to prevent Melson from entering into the city. But unfortunately, on one fateful day, Jessie and her uncle was hit by the sea waves. In the process, her uncle died, though Melson managed to save Jessie before she got drowned, but she was injured on her leg. With this, Melson had no choice than to enter the city to get medical supplies in order to treat Jessie of her infected injury. Unknowingly to Melson, his new identity over 10 years later became a deadly terrorist wanted by the CIA. So as Melson entered the city, immediately the cameras captured him as the most wanted terrorist without him knowing. And after his return to his hideout to treat Jessie of her injury, that same night, 6 Black Ops members of the MI6 were sent to Melson's location to eliminate him, believing that he was the most wanted terrorist. But rather, Melson killed them all, but he lost his dog Jack in the process, and immediately took Jessie, and they moved out of that place to another location. Then the deputy director of operation, she uncovered that it was all a mistake. But this was after they captured the actual face of Melson through a body cam of one of the Black Ops members and even discovered that he was once one of them. But that was only the beginning, because our boss, Steve Manafort, who thought Melson was dead all these years, now he has made it his main priority, his number one priority to eliminate Melson this time around once and for all. So Manafort contacted his current top assassin named James Walkman of the MI6 and tasked him to eliminate Melson and also the girl Jessie. Manafort was able to track down Melson's locations and send them to James. James attacked Melson multiple times but failed to eliminate him because Melson was a very hard target to kill. Then later on, Melson met with his old friend Otto to help him take care of Jessie so that he can properly prepare and face the MI6, but only to find out that Otto was battling with cancer. Then Melson decided to meet with a popular human trafficker in a nightclub to assist him by taking Jessie to another country for her safety. At this point, Melson and Jessie had grown this father-to-daughter bond, despite he was not a biological father. But in that same nightclub, Manafort sent a handful number of secret MI6 members to kill Melson that night, while on the other hand, the deputy director had ordered some CIA special forces to bring in Melson alive that same night. Thus, there was a bloody fire shootout inside the nightclub, and Melson killed both the secret MI6 members and the CIA special forces together. But finally, Jessie was taken away to another country for her safety, as Melson had wanted. Immediately, James Walkman attacked Melson, and they had a final battle, though it was a very tough one, but Melson killed James that night. Then Melson decided to pay Manafort a visit in order to end him once and for all.
He managed to enter Manafort's villa, killed his men, and reached to Manafort. Then they had a little confrontation between themselves, but Melson never hesitated to kill Manafort. He gave him a headshot, and Manafort died also. After all this, Melson traveled out of London to Spain in order to unite with Jesse. At the same time, the deputy director went to search for Melson, but she never succeeded. So that was how this movie went down. After the detailed breakdown of this movie, Shelter of 2026, what lessons do we take away from the movie? As we always do here, I will give out one key lesson while you guys can drop yours in the comment section. For the lesson which I learned from this movie is, true strength lies in protecting others and finding redemption through good deeds. In this movie, Michael Melson understood that perfectly, as he was so determined to protect the innocent and also redeem himself by helping others. And finally, to the rating of this movie, Shelter. This is an action movie with quality characters featured in the movie. This movie is engaging and entertaining. Thus, I'll be rating this movie 8 over 10. The movie got an interesting story plot that was so captivating. And if you're still watching this review, please try to see this movie for better understanding.
Thank you everyone for coming to the end of this movie's podcast, and I'm so glad that with this movie's review that you have got to understand this movie better than before. So I'm happy that you are watching us to the end, and I can't wait to see you in our next movie's podcast by next week. So take care of yourself wherever you are. Have a wonderful day, and bye.